Look. Oh, I see it, mate. That's nice. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at that, Billy.
You get a little bit of chills.
Let's go take a peek.
It's been frustratingly slow at times.
We have something here I think you're going to find quite interesting, actually.
For over 2 centuries, Oak Island has swallowed fortunes, destroyed equipment, and tested the patience of even the most experienced treasure hunters. But this season, everything changed. Rick Lagina didn't just uncover another clue. He found a treasure so astonishing, so valuable, it was quietly sold before any cameras could capture it. Crew members reportedly walked away with millions, and what they found was a solid gold, jewel-encrusted astrolabe, unlike anything seen before. Its markings, a mysterious mix of Latin and Knights Templar symbols, didn't point to Oak Island, but to an even greater hidden treasure. Stick around and hit subscribe, because this could be the most controversial and jaw-dropping discovery in Oak Island history. Viewers of the show might have missed a subtle shift in the crew's demeanor. The usual playful excitement was replaced by a tense, guarded energy. Behind the scenes, a monumental decision was unfolding. Revealing the artifact publicly could trigger an international dispute. European nations might stake claims, and with the Templar connection, the Vatican could intervene. The treasure risked being locked away for decades. Its secrets lost forever. Marty, ever the realist, foresaw the logistical nightmare. But it was Rick, the dreamer, who made the call. The point of the hunt had always been to uncover the truth. And if the only way to control the truth was to control the artifact, then it had to be sold, not to the highest bidder, but to the right one. Through careful, discreet inquiries, they connected with a private circle of historical preservationists, a secretive alliance of billionaires committed to protecting world-changing relics from governments and public scrutiny. The negotiations were swift and quiet. The final price? An astonishing $200 million. Half went to the Lagina family, recouping years of massive investment, while the other $100 million was divided among the core team. Individual checks ranged from $5 million to $15 million, all bound by airtight NDAs. The treasure was discovered, quietly sold, and the team paid to keep it secret. To the public, the money pit had hit yet another dead end, just another failed expedition. But for the inner circle, everything had changed. They had become the guardians of a massive secret, with their silence purchased for a king's ransom. And yet, the question remained. Could they handle the weight of that secret? The money was real, but so was the burden. The payout didn't just provide a bonus, it transformed the lives of those who had spent years digging Oak Island. For a crew of engineers, blue-collar workers, and historians, this sudden fortune was golden handcuffs. Consider Gary Drayton, the show's metal-detecting wizard. Known for his infectious excitement and catchphrases, his pre-discovery net worth was around $1.5 million. Overnight, he gained an extra $10 million. But for someone who thrives on sharing discoveries, being paid to conceal the greatest find of his life was a special kind of torment. He could continue hunting for smaller treasures on screen, but the ultimate prize was already gone. Then there's Jack Begley, Craig Tester's stepson, and the crew's go-to man for grueling labor. Once worth around $3 million, his payout reportedly reached $15 million, a reward for years of relentless commitment. Yet the money came at a price. The quest that defined him was over. How do you dig with passion when you know the ultimate prize is already locked away? He could retire and travel the world, but the pursuit that gave his life purpose was sealed behind a non-disclosure agreement. the core family faced a similar reality. Alex Lagina, Marty's son and an engineer with a $50 million net worth from family ventures, received a portion of the payout. For him, this wasn't about lifestyle, it was about legacy. He became part of a secret that redefined his family's story, turning relentless pursuit into hidden triumph. Craig Tester, the technical mastermind behind the drilling operations, already a millionaire several times over, received $15 million. Money wasn't the point. It was about responsibility. As the one who designed the technology that located the treasure, he was now tasked with designing the narrative that would conceal it. For every crew member, the payoff came at a cost. They weren't just treasure hunters anymore. They were keepers of a monumental secret, their millions inseparably tied to silence. The crew didn't just find treasure. They became players in one of the most astonishing historical cover-ups of our time. On camera, they acted frustrated, speculated about possibilities, and spun theories, all while knowing the ultimate truth lay locked away somewhere far from public view. They had finally realized the dream, but the dream itself was now a secret they would carry to their graves. But the astrolabe, was that the only discovery? Or was it just the beginning of something far deeper? Oak Island's legend has always been more than mud and seawater. It's a story steeped in dark omens, hidden dangers, and a chilling prophecy. The most famous part? That 7 lives must be lost in the search for its treasure before it can be claimed. So far, 6 have perished. Yet with the secret sale of the Templar astrolabe, the Laginas and their team may have sidestepped the curse entirely, removing the artifact before a 7th life was claimed. Did they cheat fate? Or have they triggered a new, even more dangerous chapter? Because here's the truth. The cover-up itself carries its own peril. Perhaps the island's curse isn't about gold or jewels. It's about the secrets it guards. People obsess over the money pit, the infamous 900-foot shaft filled with traps, thinking it exists to protect treasure. But what if its purpose was far darker, to shield the world from it? The Templar-marked astrolabe fits that theory perfectly. Its discovery confirms what many historians have long speculated, that the Knights Templar fled Europe, taking their wealth and sacred relics with them, establishing secret strongholds in the New World long before Columbus arrived. This isn't just treasure, it's a rewriting of history. And there are powerful forces that have always wanted these truths buried. The sale of the astrolabe wasn't merely about cash. It was a calculated act to keep it out of the wrong hands and prevent global upheaval. Look at Oak Island's history, and the pattern is clear. Influential figures have long been drawn to its mysteries. Franklin D. Roosevelt, decades before his presidency, reportedly joined a treasure-hunting syndicate on the island. What did he know? Or perhaps more importantly, what did he suspect? The astonishing reality is that governments and secret societies may have known Oak Island's true secrets for centuries. The Laginas may think they're in control, but it's possible they were only part of a much older game. The private consortium that purchased the astrolabe could well be a modern incarnation of the very order that hid it there, quietly reclaiming what was once theirs. In other words, the team may not have sold a treasure. They may have unknowingly returned it to its original, possibly sinister owners. Meanwhile, the version of events shown on television, the close calls, the endless dead ends, serves as the perfect cover. The world sees the island triumph over the hunters yet again. Behind the cameras, the real story unfolds in silence. The crew has millions in hand, but the island itself remains. And the shadow of the 7th death still looms, a reminder that Oak Island never gives up its secrets easily. The astrolabe is gone, but what about the map hidden within it? What other relics could still be waiting beneath the island's soil? The $200 million sale of the Oak Island astrolabe has instantly cemented its place among the greatest treasure stories on Earth. For centuries, whispers of unimaginable riches have driven explorers to the ends of the world. How does the Lagina's secret find compare? Simply put, the planet is dotted with Oak Islands, sites of pirate hordes, lost fortunes, and vanished gold. Take Captain William Kidd. In 1699, just before his capture, he buried treasure on Gardiner's Island, New York. Gold coins, silver bars, and gemstones supposedly filled the stash. But pirates rarely put all their wealth in one spot. For over 300 years, treasure hunters have scoured the coastline, convinced Kidd's true fortune still lay hidden. Then there's the fabled treasure of Lima. In the early 1800s, Spanish rulers tried to protect vast riches by moving them out of Peru. We're talking 2 life-size gold statues, mountains of precious metals, and jewels accumulated over centuries. The man tasked with transport, Captain William Thompson, turned rogue, killed the guards, and buried it on Cocos Island off Costa Rica. Hundreds of searches later, including one by a German treasure hunter who lived on the island for nearly 20 years, no confirmed piece has ever been recovered. The Oak Island discovery? It succeeded where these legendary hunts failed, and the pattern repeats worldwide. From Steraker's golden coffin in the Baltic Sea to the lost riches of the Spanish Armada off Ireland. Each tale mixes myth and history, promising life-altering discovery. But Oak Island's find is different. Most treasure legends revolve around gold or jewels. The astrolabe's true value lies in the historical truth it unlocked, a key to a hidden past far more powerful and dangerous than any chest of pirate loot. The crew didn't just stumble upon treasure, they became players in one of the most extraordinary historical cover-ups of modern times. On camera, they had to appear frustrated, speculate endlessly about theories, and act disappointed, all while knowing the ultimate truth lay far from the public eye, locked away in a private vault somewhere in the world. They achieved the dream, only to realize the dream itself was a secret they would carry to their graves. But the astrolabe? Was it the only treasure buried beneath Oak Island? Or was it just the beginning of a far deeper secret, one that could rewrite history entirely? Oak Island's legend has never been only about mud, traps, and seawater. It's a story soaked in dark signs, ancient warnings, and a haunting prophecy. 7 people must die before the treasure can be fully claimed. 6 lives have already been lost. Yet, with the secret discovery and sale of the Templar astrolabe, the Laginas and their team may have outwitted fate itself, retrieving the treasure and removing it without a 7th life being claimed. Did they break the curse? Or have they triggered a more dangerous phase of it? Because the truth is, the cover-up carries its own peril. Perhaps the curse is not about gold, but about secrets too powerful for the world to handle. Many obsess over the money pit, the infamous 900-foot booby-trapped shaft. But what if it wasn't meant to prevent treasure hunters from finding gold? What if it was built to shield the world from something far more dangerous? The Templar-marked astrolabe fits that possibility perfectly. Its very existence confirms long-held suspicions that the Knights Templar fled Europe with immense wealth and sacred relics, creating hidden footholds in the New World centuries before Columbus set sail. This isn't just treasure, it's a direct challenge to recorded history. And there are always those who want such truths buried. The sale of the astrolabe wasn't a simple financial transaction. It was a carefully orchestrated act to keep it from the wrong hands and prevent global upheaval. This pattern has repeated throughout Oak Island's history. Powerful figures have always been drawn to its secrets. Franklin D. Roosevelt, decades before his presidency, reportedly joined a treasure-hunting syndicate on the island. What did he know? Or perhaps more importantly, what did he suspect? It's astonishing to think that governments, secret societies, and powerful elites may have known Oak Island's true secrets for centuries. The Laginas may believe they are in control, but they could just be pieces in a game far older than they imagine. The private consortium that purchased the astrolabe may be a modern mask for the very order that buried it long ago, quietly reclaiming what was theirs. In other words, the team may not have sold a treasure. They may have unknowingly returned it to its original, possibly sinister owners. Meanwhile, the version shown on television, the dead ends, the failed drills, the near misses, serves as a perfect disguise. The world believes the island defeated the hunters again. Behind the scenes, the real story unfolds in silence. The crew holds millions in their hands, but Oak Island itself remains a vault of secrets. And the shadow of the seventh death lingers, a chilling reminder that the island never gives up its truths easily. The astrolabe is gone. But what about the map hidden within it? What other relics could still be buried beneath the island's surface, waiting for the right eyes to see them? The $200 million sale of the Oak Island astrolabe instantly places it among the greatest treasure finds in history. For centuries, whispers of unimaginable wealth have driven explorers to the edges of the world. How does the Lagina's secret discovery compare? The planet is dotted with Oak Islands, locations with pirate hordes, vanished gold, and lost fortunes. As the Lagina crew enjoys their new wealth, treasure hunters across the globe continue chasing legends. The question remains, did the Laginas sell history for money? Or have they written the greatest story ever told? Oak Island remains silent. Like this video and subscribe for more hidden secrets they don't want the world to know.